Are you the main character in the story of your life? You know, there are 7 basic elements to any good story, and all the elements are necessary. But I'm going to deal with one of those elements, and that is character. Who are the characters in your story? Who are the major players in your world? And are you the main character? You know, oftentimes we're in situations where we're in the presence of people who want to insert themselves as the main character in our story. They want to be the primary focus. They want to control every single aspect of our story and how it plays out. And most times, these people, these types of people, are very controlling. But they don't step onto the scene in all their fullness, in all of their controlling elements. They do a type of grooming. They go slow, and they have a plan of how they will gain control over our story, how they will become the main character. And one of the things that they tend to do is they're very critical. They criticize everything. They criticize what we say. They criticize what we do. They criticize how we look. They criticize every aspect of who we are. They criticize the things that initially they say they love. Initially they say is what draws them to us. Then they begin to control by criticizing and making us feel very small and making us feel insignificant. And like we can't trust our own judgment. We can't trust ourselves to make the decisions that impact our life. We are not capable of being the main character. And so therefore, they take on that role, slowly at first. And then they begin to manipulate. And they manipulate in such a way that at first it doesn't feel like manipulation. You know, they ask us, what we feel like eating. And we might say, oh, I kind of feel like pizza tonight. And then they may come back with, well, yeah, I guess we could have pizza. But I just really have been craving Chinese food. Oh my goodness, I have been really, really craving shrimp fried rice. But if you want pizza, then we can go and get pizza if that's what you really want. And they make us feel so bad that we're respond with, no, I'm fine with Chinese. No, let's do Chinese. And they manipulate us in a way to make us feel like we're making the choices, that we're making the decisions. But when actuality, they are the ones that's controlling. They're the ones that has the reins. They're the ones that's functioning as the main character in our life. And then they make us feel bad if we kind of stand our ground and say, no, I really do want pizza tonight. I really do want pizza. You don't have to have pizza. You can have Chinese, but I really want pizza. Then then they begin their campaign of manipulation, and they say things like, well, I don't want to go there by myself. I don't want to, yeah, I don't really want to eat it by myself. I just always enjoy eating Chinese food with you. I mean, it's always, a good feeling, to know that we're sharing the same meal. But, if you want pizza, that's fine. And then at some point we relent and we give in to what they want, because they are controlling our life. They are controlling the things that we do and say, and they're doing it in a way to make us feel guilty about not doing things their way. And they've broken us down already so much by their criticism that of course we think they're right. Of course we know that they know best. And then they begin their campaign of isolation. And they isolate us from the people that have always supported us, the people who's always loved us and been in our corner. They make us doubt what we know. They make us re-examine those people that love us, that maybe give us constructive criticism that's very well constructed. And they make us look on that as that person was just criticizing us. That person just thinks that they know best. And they turn it completely around because they're the only person that they want to criticize us. They're the only person they want to have that kind of power. But when they isolate us, they make it so the only food we're taking in is what they're feeding us. They make it so that anything good that comes to us, that's said to us, has to be from them. And of course, they control the timing of how they show us any type of positivity, and they control the quantity, just how much we get. Not too much, because they don't want us to recognize that we're no longer the main character in the story of our life, but just enough to keep us hanging on. And so what can we do? One thing we can do is set clear boundaries and be firm on those boundaries. Set those boundaries with a Sharpie. And when they start to get close to those boundaries, call them out on it and let them know, no, this is a boundary that you cannot, and I will not allow you to cross. And then speak up. Use your voice. Use your voice, because this is your life. And you get to make the choices and decisions that affect you. You get to make those, because you are actually the main character in your life. And then make sure that you start inviting those people that you've isolated yourself from back into your world. Invite those characters back into your story. Those people who you know have always supported you and loved you. Invite them back in. Take control back. Take the role back. Become, once again, the main character in the story of your life. Think about it.